So theories of hearing in this frequency theory, the second theory I'm teaching, this frequency theory just states that when we all know that the auditory frequency, the audible range of frequency is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That is 20 to 20 kilohertz. That is the audible range. When this range of sound comes and hits the tympanic membrane set into vibration, the ossicular chain will vibrate, the malleus, incus and stapes, the footplate of stapes goes in and out of the cochlea, so that like a piston, so that the cochlear fluid is set into a wave-like motion. This cochlear fluid, which is set into a wave-like motion, will further vibrate. Imagine the cochlea, I have unrolled it. This is the organ of Corti, basilar membrane. This will also move like a wave. The basilar membrane also will move like a wave based on the number of frequency which is touching the tympanic membrane and the ossicular chain and the footplate of stapes, endolymphatic fluid. Similar number of basilar membrane, it will vibrate. So if there is 20 hertz frequency, that means 20 neuron will get activated and 20 action potential will be transmitted to the brain via the 8th cranial nerve or vestibulocochlear nerve. If there is 50 hertz frequency, then 50 neurons will get activated, transmitting the information to the brain. So this is true based on the number of frequencies which is touching the basilar membrane, the number of neurons will get activated. But we have 500 neurons. So up to 500 frequency, 500 hertz frequency, 500 neurons will get activated. But after 500, for example 600 or 700 or 1000 hertz, that time the neurons are saturated already. So the neurons, when they are saturated, they can't take the information. So this is a drawback of frequency theory. It can't explain after 500 up to 20,000 hertz how the information reaches the brain. The frequency theory fails to explain that, whereas the place theory tells that when the basal turn vibrates at higher frequency and apical turn vibrates at lower frequency, the intermediate portion vibrates at intermediate frequency. So the place theory, different places of basilar membrane will vibrate. That will explain better how we can hear from 500 to 20,000 hertz. But the frequency theory fails to explain because 500 neurons are there. Up to 500 hertz we can explain that 500 neurons is taking the information to the brain. But after that, if there is that means to say, when you hear to a music which is above 500 hertz, loud music you put on headphone and you are listening, you are actually listening, right? You are able to hear that. But frequency theory fails to explain that because there are only 500 neurons. After 500 neurons, how the information is going to brain? The frequency theory fails to explain that. Hope this theory of hearing will be understood well. Thank you.